In the last two periods, we were studied SN2 and SN1 mechanisms and the factors affecting mechanism of SN reactions. We were studied the first factor, nature of substrate. Now we are going to study the remaining two factors affecting mechanism of SN reactions. The second factor is nucleophilicity of reagent. The species which donate electron pair to form bond with carbon is called a nucleophile. Nucleophile means the reagent or species which can donate its electron pair to form bond with carbon is called a nucleophile. Now the nucleophilicity means the tendency to release electron pair to carbon. Greater is the tendency to release electron pair, greater is the nucleophilicity. So stronger nucleophiles rapidly attacks on the substrate, alkyl halides, and form transition state, favors formation of transition state, and hence favors SN2 mechanism. So stronger nucleophiles readily attack on the primary alkyl halide substrate, form transition state, and favors SN2 mechanism. Weaker nucleophiles less favors the formation of transition state and hence SN2 mechanism. Now the strength of nucleophile does not affect the rate of SN1 mechanism. As SN1 mechanism, rate of SN1 mechanism is independent of the nucleophile added, is independent of the concentration of nucleophile added. So rate of SN1 reaction is independent of the strength of nucleophile, because nucleophile is not involved in the slowest step of SN1 mechanism. SN1 mechanismच्या slowest step मध्ये, rate determining step मध्ये nucleophile इन्व्हॉल्व झालेला नाही, म्हणून SN1 रिएक्शनचा रेट न्यूक्लियोफाइल वर अवलंबून असत, न्यूक्लियोफाइल अफेक्ट करत नाही. The negatively charged nucleophiles are stronger nucleophiles. They have greater nucleophilicity than the neutral nucleophiles. For example, alkoxide ion is stronger nucleophile than alcohol. Hydroxide ion is a stronger nucleophile than water. In case of atoms of the same period, nucleophilicity decreases from left to right. For example, water is a weaker nucleophile than ammonia. Oxygen right side ला नायट्रोजनच्या periodic table मध्ये, period मध्ये, त्यामुळे ऑक्सिजन हा अमोनिया पेक्षा weaker nucleophile. For the atoms in the same group of a periodic table, nucleophilicity increases down the group, increases from top to bottom. For example, in the 17th group, nucleophilicity increases from top to bottom. So iodide ion is a stronger nucleophile than chloride ion. which is a stronger nucleophile than bromide ion. The third factor, nature of solvent. The nature of solvent also affect the SN mechanisms. SN1 mechanism occurs through formation of carbocation intermediate. The ionizing solvents, polar protic solvents, favors the hydrolysis of CX bond and stabilizes the ions by solvation. Stabilization of carbocation by solvation is less important or poor, but stabilization of anion by solvent molecules is more important, is more effective. So that solvation of the anion favors formation of carbocation and favors SN1 mechanism. That means polar protic solvents favors formation of carbocation by stabilization of the ions and hence favor SN1 mechanism. Polar protic solvent stabilizes the anion by hydrogen bonds, which is called a solvation. So if the ions were solvated, stabilized by hydrogen bonds, more is the tendency to form these species. That means more is the tendency to form carbocation. That means mechanism goes towards SN1 pathway. This favors SN1 mechanism. On the other hand, non-polar solvent, less polar solvent, aprotic solvents, less favors SN1 mechanism. So these solvents does not solvate the anion, does not solvate the ionic species. So they less favor formation of carbocation and less favors SN1 mechanism. So our point to remember is that ionizing solvents, polar solvents, protic solvents favors SN1 mechanism and non-polar solvents, less polar solvents, aprotic solvents least favors SN1 mechanism. These solvents, non-polar, less polar solvents favors SN2 mechanism. So these solvents makes the nucleophile free. Nucleophile can attack on the substrate and form transition state. So non-polar solvent favors formation of transition state and hence favors SN2 mechanism. Polar solvent least favor SN2 mechanism because in presence of polar solvent the nucleophile OH minus ion gets solvated with the solvent molecules, get attached with the solvent molecules. So it is not in a position to attack on the substrate, and so there are less chances of formation of transition state. So in presence of polar solvent, the nucleophile is not free, is attached with solvent molecule, and such nucleophile less favors transition state and SN2 mechanism. So polar solvent least favors SN2 mechanism and non-polar solvent most favors SN2 mechanism. Polar solvent favors SN1 mechanism and least favors SN2, whereas non-polar solvent favors SN2 and least favors SN1 mechanism. Now difference between SN2 and SN1 mechanisms. Primary alkyl halides favors SN2 mechanism, or reaction between primary alkyl halide and alkali is the example of SN2 mechanism. reaction between tertiary alkyl halides and alkali is the mechanism of is the example of SN1 mechanism. Rate expression of SN2 mechanism is like this. Rate depend upon concentration of both the reacting species, primary alkyl halide and nucleophile. Rate expression for SN1 mechanism is like this, means rate depend upon only the concentration of tertiary alkyl halide, only one reactant. So this is a bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction because rate depend upon in the rate determining step two reactant species are involved. SN1 mechanism is unimolecular reaction because in the RDS only one reacting species is involved. Further, this is a second order, this reaction follows second order kinetics. SN2 mechanism follows second order kinetics. Concentration of both the reacting species changes. SN1 mechanism follows first order kinetics because concentration of only one substrate changes during the slowest step. This is one step process. SN1 mechanism is a two-step process. First step is formation of carbocation and second step is attack of nucleophile. SN2 mechanism is favored by bulky branched substrates. This mechanism is favored by small unbranched substrate, and SN1 is favored by bulky branched substrate. That means like tertiary alkyl halides. Small unbranched substrates means primary alkyl halides. Weak nucleophile favors SN2 mechanism. Strong nucleophile favors SN1 mechanism. Non-polar solvent favor SN2 mechanism. Polar solvent favor SN1 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, there is backside attack of the nucleophile. In SN1 mechanism, nucleophile can attack from back and front side equally. As a result, SN2 mechanism occurs with 100% inversion of configuration of the product, and due to back as well as front side attack of the nucleophile on the carbocation, SN1 mechanism occurs with racemization of the configuration. That means 50% product have configuration like that of reactant and 50% product have configuration opposite to that of reactant. The next part is elimination reaction. The reaction in which two atoms or groups from adjacent carbon atoms are removed to form unsaturated compound is called elimination reaction. For example, dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide is elimination reaction. When an alkyl halide is heated with alcoholic alkali, then hydrogen atom from beta carbon and halogen atom from alpha carbon are removed, lost permanently, and a new bond is formed between alpha and beta carbons to form alkene, unsaturated product. So this is the general representation of elimination reaction. Halogen atom is lost from alpha carbon and hydrogen is lost from beta carbon. The carbon atom attached to halogen atom is called alpha carbon. the other carbons attached to alpha carbon are called beta carbons, and the hydrogens attached to beta carbon are called beta hydrogens. For example, when an alkyl halide containing beta hydrogen atom is boiled with alcoholic alkali solution, then dehydrohalogenation takes place to form alkene. For example, ethyl bromide on boiling with alcoholic KOH solution give ethene. Bromine is removed from alpha carbon and hydrogen is removed from beta carbon to form carbon-carbon double bond, ethene. Now, secondary propyl bromide on boiling with alcoholic KOH gives propene. Here there are two beta carbon atoms, but both beta carbons are equivalent. So all beta hydrogens are equivalent. Loss of any beta hydrogen will result in the formation of same product. Will give only one product, only one alkene. Tertiary butyl bromide. There are 3 beta carbon atoms, and each beta carbon contains 3 beta hydrogen. So there are 9 beta hydrogens total. But these all 9 beta hydrogens are equivalent. Removal of any beta hydrogen result in the formation of same product, isobutylene or 2-methyl propene. But if there are more than one type of beta hydrogen atoms, there are unequal beta hydrogen atoms present in the alkyl halide, then such alkyl halides result in the formation of more than one alkenes, result in the formation of mixture of alkenes, and these different alkenes does not form in equal amount. Different alkenes forms in unequal amounts. A Russian chemist Sergeyev studied the elimination reactions of different alkyl halides, different substrates, and proposed a rule regarding the elimination of neutral substrates. So, Sergeyev rule is the neutral substrates like alkyl halides or alcohols in the elimination reaction yield more alkyl substituted alkene as the major product. This is called a Sergeyev's rule. What is Sergeyev's rule? In the elimination reactions of neutral substrates, more alkylated alkene is formed as major product. More alkylated alkene means the alkene having more number of alkyl substituents on carbon-carbon double bonds. कार्बन-कार्बन डबल बॉन्डवर जितके जास्त अल्किल ग्रुप सबस्टिट्यूटेड असतील तितकं त्या अल्किनला जास्त सबस्टिट्यूटेड जास्त अल्कायलेटेड असं म्हणतात. मोर अल्कायलेटेड अल्कीन इज द मेजर product according to Sergeyev's rule. Now look this example 4. Secondary butyl bromide. There are two types of beta hydrogen atoms. These beta hydrogen atoms are primary, whereas these beta hydrogen atoms are secondary. Means the beta hydrogens in this molecule are unequal, different. In such alkyl halides, when boiled with alcoholic alkali, result in the formation of two products. Loss of this primary beta hydrogen give but 1 ENE, and loss of secondary beta hydrogen result in the formation of but 2 ENE. So these products are formed in unequal amount. But 2Ne is formed about 80% and but 1Ne is formed about 20%. But 2Ne is formed in larger amount because but 2Ne is more alkylated. There are two alkyl groups on the double bond carbon atoms. In but 1Ne there is only one alkyl group on the double bond carbon. In but 2Ne there are two alkyl groups on the double bond carbon. So but 2Ne is more alkylated, so is formed as major product. So in exams reactions, if you write only the major product, that is also correct. Now look the fifth example, tertiary pentyl bromide. In tertiary pentyl bromide, this is the alpha carbon, carbon attached to halogen. Other carbons attached to alpha carbon are beta carbons. There are total 3 beta carbons, but out of these 3 beta carbons, 2 beta carbons are identical, but the third beta carbon is different. So this substrate on boiling with alcoholic alkali result in the formation of two products. Loss of these 6 primary beta hydrogens result in the formation of this product. First one, 2-methyl-but-1-ene, and loss of secondary beta hydrogen will result in formation of this product, 2-methyl-but-2-ene. 2-methyl-but-1-ene आणि 2-methyl-but-2-ene या दोघांमध्ये मोर अल्कायलेटेड कोण आहे? 2-methyl-but-2-ene. म्हणून this is the major product in tertiary pentyl bromide.